What's good, Sharon? It's your one year only. You know who it is. I am Fran. I am Franda. That is my name. Did you miss me? So this is me after the gym. And I just want to say, I tried recording in the gym so many times. It makes me really anxious and nervous because, of course, people stare. I feel like you're taking up space, blah, blah, blah. And it just made me really nervous. But I want to put this video up. Thank you guys in advance for, supporting this video. And I hopefully will get more comfortable recording in the gym or finding times where I feel like it's better to record in the gym. So today we're going to be doing hamstring and glute focused workouts. Just enjoy the video and I will see you at the end. Mwah.
If you wanna reach me.
Alright, y'all, so this is the fit for today. I'm being able. So we are about to go to the gym. It is currently 7:06, 7:07. My numbers. But we're supposed to go to the gym because I have a lot to do today. And I need to get an early session in, so let's get it done. I am just gonna be getting a few things like my water. I'm having a banana before I go. I don't even like bananas, but I have to because sometimes you just have to. All right, I'm finally in my car. It's cold, as you can see, that's why I got a jacket on. It's like 50 something. I don't do the cold. I don't like chilly. I need the hot spring and only the hot type of spring. I don't want the cold parts of spring, but whatever. Now I'm about to head on to the gym. So I will see you guys in literally 2 seconds because time doesn't exist for y'all, does it? No, it doesn't. So I have to eat my banana while I drive because I'm just wasting time in my house at this point. So, see y'all soon. I told you. We're at my gym. Let's get into it. I only ate half my banana, by the way, because I really am not that hungry, but I don't want to just go in there and work on nothing. So, let's do it. Also, the sun is giving me a kiss. So, thank y'all. Thank y'all. All right. See you in the gym. Yeah, see that right there? That's exactly why dynamic stretching is essential. I am so tight in my hip area and along with other places. That's why I start my warm-up with a dynamic stretch, and it should be a flow in movement, basically getting your body prepared to do these actions with weight. So you want to incorporate some stretching before working out. Do not do static stretching before working out because that's going to tell the muscles to rest. And you don't want the muscles to rest. You want them to be awake and alive because you got iron to pump. You feel me? Another tip I wanted to point out is when you're doing dynamic stretches is to work your way up. So notice how I started at a sitting position, then I was kneeling. Now I'm like standing, but I'm kind of bent. And this will just help you, one, realize what muscles you're stretching, as well as avoiding awkward sit up, get down, all that random movement. Since it's leg day, I really want to focus on opening up my hips and getting my thighs and everything warmed up. So that is why I am really emphasizing my hips because, again, they're just so tight. But that doesn't mean you should neglect upper body stretching as well because, of course, they'll be carrying weight and helping out too. Here, I try to focus on at least getting movement through every plane of motion for the arms. And we're ready to go. All right, that was my warm-up. Now We're doing core. But I can't say I like core that much, but we need to do it. So. All right, we're starting with my favorite workout, dead bugs. One thing about this exercise is you really have to focus on pressing your back into the ground. See how I corrected myself there because I have an anterior pelvic tilt. I'll get into that later, but that looks so much better. And that is really what's going to make this exercise so effective. And that's with engaging your core and just extending opposite arm, opposite leg, and just really trying to have core control to bring those limbs both back up. So I love it so much just because it really takes a second for it to burn, but once it burns, it burns. Next workout is alternating jackknives. Of course, this is just the modification of the regular jackknife, but you know, my core is not that strong yet, so give me a break. But basically, you know, you're coming up, core engaged, trying to touch your opposite toe with your hand. And of course, y'all, I struggle. There gets to a point where my legs just give up and don't want to come high anymore. So then I at least just try to get myself up. It's just so funny watching it back. Look at that struggle. Oh my God. Yeah, obviously my core has a long way to go, but I'm still proud of myself. Look at me. Next are leg ups, alternating of course, and I have a medicine ball above my head just for me to keep myself grounded because again the core is weak. You want to keep your legs pretty straight or a little bend is not too bad, and just basically alternate. And as you can see right there, my core was glitching, like it's so hard. And lastly but not leastly, we have the plank. I noticed my butt was high. I know, I felt it, so I dropped it down. And then I also shifted my weight a little forward so my shoulders were stacked on top of each other. And right there, I engaged my core to make sure that it's the one that's holding me up and not just my arms. I know people are probably going to question why my butt is still a little high, and that goes right back into that pelvic tilt I mentioned earlier. If I was to go into a completely flat position, my back would be compromised. So make sure you're not compromising your body to do any of these exercises. On to the first exercise I've learned to love, back extensions. I rolled my hips forward because of that pelvic tilt thing I told y'all about. And we're doing back extensions, 4 sets of 12. Notice how my feet are turned outward for glute activation, hip rolled forward to make sure I'm neutral, and my shoulders are shrugged. And I am now just focusing on my glutes and hamstrings, bringing my core and back up instead of, momentum and everything else. And you also don't have to go that high either. This is my favorite glute exercise in the entire world. Do not sleep on her hip thrust. 4 sets of 12 as well. Now, you can start off with just doing a lift. Again, hips are rolled forward if you have the same problem as me. And my feet are turned outward for glute activation. And you're just basically trying to thrust your hips forward. And see, I need you to have that struggle. That's when you know that you've met your match. Another way to do this exercise is to do a little pulse at the top. And that really just adds the extra oomph. Okay, I've noticed changes with this exercise. This machine is the reason why I stay at this gym because I love it so much. Look at that struggle. That's what's gonna get the results, baby. Can we just appreciate my thighs real quick? Like the workouts are working. All right, next up we have kickstand RDLs. With this exercise, you are really focusing on one hamstring and glute at a time, and I really appreciate that. So with this exercise, you want to kickstand your non-active leg by just pressing on your toes and having your knees still aligned. And you want to slight bend in the other non-active leg, of course. And as you push back with your hips, not just bending down, you will feel your hamstring and glutes pull you back up. Since I was running low on time, I ended up doing calf raises in between each set. I did it with no weight and just went until my calves gave up, just to burn out. And then, of course, we tackled the other side of the RDL. So, same thing. As you can see, non-active leg is still a little bent, and I'm pushing my hips back, not bending down. Last but not least, we got kettlebell swings. You start with the kettlebell between your feet and you start the motion by thrusting your hips forward. That whole, push your hips forward, not bending down motion. You don't want to focus on momentum getting yourself up, but mostly your hips pushing yourself forward. This exercise is so good because even if you don't feel it now, you will feel it tomorrow. All right, so now we are all done. I feel a little sweaty, a little hot, I'm so proud of myself for at least getting that video through. I know this is probably going to be a really short video. Could have been better off as a TikTok, honestly. But I am still going to post this because I want y'all and me to get more comfortable in the gym and for y'all to see what I do, because this is my gym diaries. Like, y'all gotta see what I'm doing in the gym. So anyway, I don't have nothing else to say. I have a burrito at home waiting for me, and then I gotta go to work in a few. So I will see you guys next Friday. Franny loves you. Mwah!